Vladimir Putin knows these are the images of him the world would see today. In control, a normal day at a factory. While outside Russia, global reaction exploded in fury over Alexei Navalny's death. Obviously, he was killed by Putin, said Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, adding Putin doesn't care who dies as long as he retains his position.
They imprisoned him, they poisoned him, they sent him to an Arctic penal colony, and he's died. And that is because of the action that Putin's Russia took.
Germany's chancellor suggested Russia has changed under Putin, no longer a democracy, and hasn't been for a long time. While Putin projects an image of a secure, popular leader, he cannot escape the evidence piling up that his regime uses lethal force to silence opposition. Anna Politkovskaya, a journalist, murdered in an elevator. Alexander Litvinenko, a former security agent, poisoned in England. Sergei Magnitsky, who was exposing Russian corruption, died in police custody. Boris Nemtsov, political reformer, shot crossing a bridge near the Kremlin. Even mercenary leader Yevgeny Prigozhin turned on Putin last June and was dead by August. And now Navalny. What they have in common? They stood up to Putin and died. On the West Bloc, this analyst suggested it's an act of impunity.
It indicates, I think, real confidence on Putin's part that he can get rid of this thorn in his side and not see Russia suffer any real negative effects.
Putin's regime has become ruthlessly efficient at squelching dissent, and there's growing support among some conservatives. Former U.S. President Donald Trump has openly admired the Russian leader.
Twice you've described U.S. presidents.
Interviewer Tucker Carlson gave Putin a platform to criticize Ukraine, a country he's trying to take over.
You did not talk about Navalny, about assassinations.
Asked about the Putin interview days before Navalny's death, Carlson said this.
Every leader kills people. Some kill more than others. Leadership requires killing people. Sorry.
In Russia, of course, Putin's leadership is largely accepted. Don't expect a groundswell of opposition because of Navalny's death, says this expert.
Certainly on Russian social media today, very few people are talking about Navalny. I don't think his passing is going to make a huge difference. The opposition was already in disarray, and I think that's likely to continue.
Russia's next election is in 4 weeks. Without some shocking development, there will be no serious opposition, and Vladimir Putin will be re-elected for 6 more years. Eric Sorensen, Global News, Toronto.